Hi guys, Chris here, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the videos I read between October 20th and October 26th. First up, I read If the Magic Fits by Susan Maupin-Schmid, and I gave this book 3.75 stars. This book follows a girl named Darling Dimple. She is an orphan who was born in the kingdom's castle. She works as a dishwasher, and one day after one of the girls who does the ironing gets fired, she is sent to do that instead. While there, she finds a closet full of magical dresses that when you put them on, changes you into someone else. I found this book to be quite whimsical. I thought that Darling was a very sweet and determined protagonist. I thought that the dresses being magical was quite a neat twist. I thought this was an enjoyable start to a middle grade series, and I look forward to seeing what adventures Darling and the dresses get up to next. Next up, I read Aurora Burning by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and I gave this book 5 stars. This is the sequel to Aurora Rising, and it continues the adventures of Squad 312. I love this book. From the moment I picked it up, I didn't want to put it down. There were so many twists and turns in the last 100 pages that my mind was literally blown, and that ending, I'm so sad that I can't pick up the next book because my god, that ending. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. Just... Anyways, even though I have no idea when we're going to get it, I cannot wait to pick up the third book. And I'm already looking forward to getting to reread the first 2 beforehand, because seriously, this book was so good. Like, so good. I loved it. I can't recommend it highly enough. If you haven't started reading the Aurora cycle, I sincerely recommend them. They're so good. Next up, I read Legendary by Stephanie Garber, and I gave this book 4.25 stars. This book is the sequel to Caraval. As this is the sequel to Caraval, I don't want to say too much about it as it would spoil Caraval. I will say that for me, the world building in this book is still completely on point. I thought that was one of the best things about Caraval was the world building. In this book, we got to learn far more about the characters, which was one of the things I found lacking in Caraval. And Legendary definitely course corrected on that. I liked getting to learn more about these characters and their motivations and why they're making the choices that they're making. This world, though, is so vivid. I feel like I'm there every time I pick up these books, and I'm assuming that's going to continue in the last book in the trilogy finale, and I really can't wait to read that one and see how things turn out. Next up, I read Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I gave this book 4 stars. This book is about 2 sisters who don't know that the other exists. One day, their father dies in a plane crash, and their world is turned upside down. It took me a bit to get used to this format, as this book is told in verse, but once I did, I found it really enjoyable. I enjoyed seeing how each of the girls was affected by their father's death and how they dealt with their grief and the things they learned about him after his death. I also enjoyed getting to see how each of the girls learned about each other. I knocked it down a star as it took me a bit to get into the flow. And once we got to the end, I wanted more, as I felt there was more story to tell and that kind of ended in an odd place. I really did enjoy this book, though, and I'm glad that I took the time to read it. Lastly, I read Sky Clan's Destiny by Aaron Hunter, and I gave this 4 stars. This is one of the standalone novels in the Warriors universe. This book follows Sky Clan after the events of Firestar's quest. I liked getting to spend more time with these characters, as at least to the point where I'm at in the main series, they haven't shown up there yet. I liked getting to see the challenges that the clan leader has in their attempts to keep their clan strong, as it's far different from the forest clans that we read about in the other books, as this clan doesn't have to defend their territory from other clans. It's basically foxes or badgers or loner cats, things like that. And while the forest clans do have to deal with that, Sky Clan doesn't have the three opposing clans to deal with. It was really interesting getting to see them decide what they wanted Sky Clan to be and how that differs from the clans that we're used to reading about in the main series. I really hope at some point we get to spend more time with these characters, as I really enjoy them and their world. And again, I love the Warrior series, and I'm so happy that I'm diving back into it and getting to read some of these books. These are some of the books I've read recently. Have you guys read any of these books? And if you have, let me know in the comments below. Also, what else have you guys read recently? If you've made it this far, leave me some cat emojis in the comment section below. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!